Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's Wednesday. Okay, so I'm gonna brow because it's so important. Like, I think we don't realize it. I keep seeing a girl who wears all Younique makeup and doesn't brow. And I keep thinking, man, I just want to draw brows on, right? Because I really feel like brows are so important. When I look at it, even with my fancy eyeshadow, with everything, it just looks really complete. It just kind of adds that symmetry to my face, right? Over here where it's just not there. It's there a little bit more because I've been using that lash serum on it. But this is way better, right? Like, can we just all agree this is way better? So I'm going to go over the products that we use and then I'm going to brow. Today I used my morning skincare. I used my primer, setting spray, foundation. I used the stick foundation today. You can't get it. I'm really sorry, but I warned you. Good morning. Good morning. I used concealer to highlight. Let me just show you kind of the difference. This is my foundation shade. This is what I'm contouring with instead of my bronzer. Because I just want a kind of matte look, I guess. Hey, Stephanie, good morning. And then I did my blush. I did the Surreal, which is kind of the purpley color, which I wasn't really certain of, but I really love it. I did my highlight. Lips, I actually did an eyeliner prim. It's my favorite lip liner, but it's an eyeliner. And then I used Sublime lipstick, which if you love the lipstick and you love lashes, right now I have a deal for you. You can get 2 of these lipsticks. You can get an Epic mascara, which seriously, do you see this? It's epic. And you can get the new 4D mascara. From what I'm hearing, it's absolutely, absolutely amazing. There's a little trick to putting it on, but I think it sounds like it's going to save you the product. So like they're trying to tell you ahead of time, do it like this so that you don't just waste your product. But you get 2 of the lipsticks, you get a regular Epic, you get a 4D. So here's what I'm hearing in just that alone is that you get a lipstick and of course you're going to keep the 4D for yourself. But then you get an extra lipstick and an extra mascara. Perfect for Mother's Day, perfect for a graduation gift for a teen. Like, it's a nude lipstick. Everybody loves nude right now. But you also get the brightening mask. It's the peel off kind of goldish orange mask. I say orange, but it's not really orange, but it smells really citrusy, so it reminds me of orange. But it is a brightening one, so it's going to make your skin not look dull. It's going to make it look really bright, even. It's just going to really help with your skin looking youthful, which is so fantastic. And right now, you can save $6 on it, which is pretty amazing. $6 on just a mascara, a lipstick, and a brightening mask. Okay, $6 you save on those 3 products that you're keeping for yourself, but you're also getting that extra mascara and that extra lipstick to gift away, which I love gifts. So, all right, brows. So, and then of course, I did palette 6 today. You can't get it. It's on back order now until July 1st, which is my birthday month. So that's exciting. But so palette 6 you can't get, my stick foundation you can't get, but I really truly don't feel bad because I've been talking about this palette 6. It's so amazing, you guys. I've been talking about it since before the first of the month. I took pre-orders for it. Then it was in the kudos, so you could save money on it, and now you can't get it. I'm really sorry about all that, but I really love it. So I figured today when I was doing brows, I would do my favorite palette because then I'm not showing you something that you can't use. I'm kind of still in, but that's okay. Okay, so brows. We have a bunch of different products to help you out with brows. You guys, we have brow stencils in case. I use these at the very beginning because I just didn't know what shape my brows were supposed to be. There's 5 different shapes. You put them on there, you draw, and like they literally make it so easy. We have a brow liner. I do use it every day, but I don't use it for my complete brow because I love the brow palette. But this end has a spoolie end, and then you have the twist up liner, which I'm going to show you how to do that here in a minute. We have brow tools, you guys. This brush has the spoolie end, and then it has this end that's really thin, but like the perfect width of what your brow would be. And this end has that same brush right here, but then this one has this end brush that I used for the wax and the highlighting. That sounds really complicated, but you guys, it's just not too much. This is our brow palette. Okay, so the liner comes in 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. I use dark to line, even though I'm kind of blondish. But then the palettes come in a blonde, a brunette, and a dark brunette. So this is the brow palette. So it looks all fancy, but you guys, it's really not. And I've had this for 2 years and 2 or 3 months. Okay, so you can see that my wax is kind of running low. My highlight's still not really running low, but it's definitely down there. And then these all look pretty good. This one is a matte highlight or a corrector. So you can kind of put it, if you don't get your brow quite right, you can use this. So you can pick one or the other product. I just really like both. I started with the liner, and then I graduated to the palette, and now I use both together. So I just kind of wanted to show you how I do it, because you see the importance of the brow. Do you see my glowy skin? Like, yeah, the light's doing something weird to it, but let's, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But I absolutely love it. And do you see how this one's highlighted right there? I'm going to show you how to get that too. Okay, so what I do is, if I'm going to do both products together, it's going to be different than if I only do one. Because if I just do the liner, hey, Amanda, I'm going to comb down, I'm going to line the brow, I'm going to comb up, I'm going to line the brow, and then I'm going to comb it right, and I'm going to fill in. That's not how I do it if I'm doing both products, which is what I'm going to show you today. So right there, I just comb it the way I think that it's supposed to go. And you guys, the lash serum has done amazing things in my brow, because I don't know if you remember when I first started, it was like a half brow and it stopped up here. There was no hair growing down here. It's pretty amazing. I use it on my lashes. So my mascara, I feel like, looks really fantastic, and I think most people's do. But if you have 0 lashes, like that they're breaking off, because we're always losing eyelashes. But good morning, Ashley. If you use that lash serum, your lashes get so much longer and thicker. It's amazing. Like, this is mine with my mascara, of course. But even without, I tried to take a picture the other day of the difference in the eyes, and if I scrolled in, I could see these lashes. It was fantastic. So I use it on my brows and my lashes. Okay, so this is the dark one. And what I do is just line the bottom. So this is where I'm saying, if you don't know your brow shape, which I didn't know my brow shape to begin with, I use the stencils. So they're pretty cool, actually. But now I just don't feel like I need them as much. And I do come all the way in with the bottom, and I just lined it. So you can just kind of see where it's literally just drawing a line there. And then the top is like, I'm going to draw where the hair is coming out of my head. And I'm going to start back a little bit further though. So I'm kind of drawing in my hair. If I want a more dramatic look, I will do it a little above and then shade it in, only because I want that more dramatic. But I'm just going to work today, y'all. But I still don't start at the beginning. So you see where down here I started here, here I'm starting here. Okay. There is this little trick where you can do your nose to start middle of the pupil, that's where it should arch, and corner is where it should end. So I've got it down pat, but you can do that with any pencil really, but with your liner. Yeah. So the corner, the middle of the pupil is the arch from your nose. So you can kind of see where mine is. Okay. And then the end should be where it actually ends. Okay, so I'm done with this. Now, if this was the only product you got, you just do hairline little strokes and fill it all in. If I were going to do that, I would go down to the medium pencil though, because then it's way too black. Okay, because I'm using the Brunette palette. Okay, so these have numbers on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I start right here with 1. Okay, so if this were the only product you were buying, line it with number 1. Okay, you line it just the way I did, but with just the number 2. So then, see how this brush is this way? Because I can put it on the side of the brush and just come in. And then you see how it looks shaded up there because it's not that darker color. Then I can come in, and you can use as much of this as what you want. I'm literally just barely kissing it to put it on because it goes on really, really well. So then this is my number 2 product, and I am going to use the edge of the brush for this one and literally just kissing it in there, not putting a lot of product. And I start at the arch because that's where I want it the darkest down here. And then I might come back up once I've kind of filled in this area to brush that in. Okay, so my brows are looking a lot better than when I first started brows, only because of that lash serum. But you see? For real, that's so amazing, right? Okay, so then I come to this number right here. This is my wax, and I use the side of this brush. This is going to have some staying power. And if you have some unruly brows that like want to go the wrong way, this is going to be like hairspray for your brows, which is pretty fantastic. Okay. So like I said, this can be used as a matte highlight. You can see that I don't use a lot of matte. I use this shimmer that right there. So this one, I literally just turn my brush over and you see it on there. And then I start here and go down. And then I just put it on there. And then you can also put it up here. I don't know if I did on the other side, so I better do a little bit here. Not a ton, but yeah. But then you see how you have that highlight. And you can kind of use as much as what you want of this. And then usually I will come in with my luminizer and highlight that a little bit more with the iridescent, with that white one. But look, now I just have some symmetry to my face. It kind of brings some focus to my eyes. It can take kind of the focus off other areas that whatever, like I have a higher forehead, so I think I need to blend my concealer more. Or yeah, my concealer. I use concealer. I think it's my bracelet that's doing something. I have on this fun crushed rock paparazzi bracelet. It's so fun and so amazing, but I think it's jacking with my lighting. And I think it always does, but it's one of my favorites. So there's brows. So we have the liner and we have the palette that you can choose from 3 different colors. We have the stencils if you need help. And we have the 2 different brushes. So if you get the liner, you don't necessarily need the brush. Okay, let me just tell you the difference and I'll tell you my favorites and why. Okay, I do love this end because it's bent, but you can get any spoolie brush. Let me see if I can find the one that I used to use. Maybe I can't. Maybe I gave it away. I used a Morphe brand because it was a spoolie brush like this before Younique had one. And then it has this end, but this end is like really hard. See how this one is more, you can see the tips bending a little bit. This one, oh, whoops, sorry. This one does not bend like that. So I really, hey Randy, I really like this brush itself better because it has the 2 ends. But I'm not going to lie, I use both of them because I like the spoolie end. But you could get a cheaper spoolie end if you needed to. Okay, so there's brows. We also, if you need help with your brows, have the most amazing tweezers ever. I felt like all tweezers were kind of created equally. I didn't really understand that there was a difference. There is a difference. These are bomb, and they're only $9.50, which anything under $10, I just don't feel like is that much, but they're super, super cool. Okay, so that's brows today. I'll post a before and after because I took some pictures with just the one brow done on what a huge, huge difference it makes. And I always set everything once I'm done. Perfect. So I do setting spray at the very beginning because I'm oily, and then primer, and then setting spray again, and then foundation. Like I want that stuff to stay, and I don't want to be super oily and shiny throughout the day. So I do that. So there's another tip for you. You guys, I hope you have an amazing day and have a very, very happy Wednesday. Bye, guys.